This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good night, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for March 8, 2023. And in the news tonight, bail extended for call center worker accused of using customers' credit card information. A call center worker was dragged before the St. James Parish Court on Wednesday for allegedly stealing a customer's credit card information from the system and using it to make an illegal purchase. Shanique Culvert appeared before presiding parish judge Sasha Marie Smith Ashley, charged with the possession of access device. According to the prosecution's case file, sometime in January this year, members of the Lottery Scam Task Force received a phone call from the manager of a call center about a fraudulent transaction carried out by an employee using the credit card details of one of their customers. When the officers arrived, Culvert was questioned about the offenses. She was taken to her home, where her phone was examined and discovered to contain a message that linked her to the same company where the card was used to make the purchase. When cautioned, she reportedly said, "Officer, it's only 2 pieces of information I copied and I didn't use it." She was arrested and charged. Culvert's attorney Martin Thomas was not present at Wednesday's hearing, so attorney Dalton Reed stood in for him. Owing to the incompleteness of the prosecution's case file, a new mention date was set for November 21, and the Culvert's bail was extended. Farmer killed in St. Elizabeth gun attack. A farmer was shot dead by gunmen at Greenfield District in Locovia, St. Elizabeth on Wednesday morning. Police have identified the deceased as a 30-year-old Makian Dickens, otherwise called McCoy, and a Fat Man, a farmer from Dry Harbor District in the parish. It was reported that around 8:45 a.m., Dickens and 4 other individuals were sitting at the front of a house when they were approached by a man armed with a handgun. Police said the man opened fire, hitting Dickens in the head and upper body. The gunman made his escape in a waiting white Nissan AD motor car. The injured man was transported by the police to the Black River Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries. No motive has been established for the attack. So-called Pastor Muma found guilty of being a Klansman gangster. Stephanie Christie, otherwise called Muma, the sole female accused in the ranks of the Klansman gang, and the so-called pastor, has been found guilty of being a member of the notorious criminal organization. Chief Justice Brian Sykes handed down the verdict on Wednesday afternoon. Christie, said to be a top-tier member of the St. Catherine-based gang, in a fervently delivered unsworn statement, had described herself as a businesswoman and entrepreneur who is known by many as a people person. She had claimed that her only MO was caring for the elderly and the young people by getting them into schools. She told the court that she also spearheaded Community Sports Day and a major get-together which was so recognized it attracted sponsorship from several big-name companies. However, witness number 2, a former gang member turned state witness, had asserted that Christie was the link between the police force and the gang and was the one to source legal representation whenever a gang member ran afoul of the law. Christie, it was said, bankrolled legal fees from extortion monies. The trial judge on Wednesday, in reference to recorded conversations which were entered into evidence, featuring Christie in conversation with a witness, where she spoke of a corrupt cop who fed her with information, said it was consistent with the evidence of a police witness who said Christie had tried to bribe him. He said the evidence in the case showed cumulatively her role and function within the criminal organization. Christie, in maintaining her innocence, had said, "I am not part of any gang, I am a people person. I jump around and help everybody." She added that she knew gang leader Andre Blackman Bryan because she grew up with him in the Jones Avenue section of Spanish Town and attended the same high school, but emphasized that she was employed to a stationery store and a cereal-making company in the time before her arrest. Christie had also denied knowing witness number 1, who had testified that she was a high-ranking member of the gang for longer than 7 months. She went on further to point out that she only knew about 6 of them in the gang, arguing vociferously that if there was indeed a criminal organization, and if she ranked as highly in the structure as the witness said, she would have known more of the members. "I never go nowhere to commit no crime. That's it, my lord. she told the court stridently at the time. City Post acquitted in Klansman case. Jason Brown, otherwise called the City Post or Lucifer, has been acquitted in the long-running trial of the Klansman gang. Chief Justice Brian Sykes handed down the not guilty verdict on Wednesday. Brown, who is already serving a life sentence in another matter, had been accused of being a top-tier member of the Klansman who, from his cell, engineered and helped plan criminal activities. The counts against Brown, however, collapsed as he was not identified properly by any of the witnesses. The Crown's two main witnesses had said they had never seen Brown but had only spoken to him on the telephone. One police witness, however, said he had heard Brown's voice in threatening calls made to business operators in Spanish Town when he sought to extort them, and that he also saw City Post when he visited him at the Horizon Adult Correctional Facility to charge him. He, however, failed to properly identify Brown's voice when he appeared in court. The trial judge said on that basis, Brown was freed as there was no other evidence against him. The proceedings resumed Wednesday morning with 23 defendants still in the docks. 5 has since been freed, leaving 18 in the docks. The trial began in 2021 with 33 defendants originally. The sole defendant out on bail, Andre Smith, was killed. Police groups call press conference regarding wage offer. Following the call for their members to accept the government $11.8 billion pay package, the Police Officers Association, Jamaica Police Federation, and the District Constables Association have called a joint press conference for Thursday. Chairman of the Police Officers Association, Senior Superintendent Wayne Cameron, says the police groups will use the briefing to highlight the concerns they have with the government's offer under the Compensation Review Program. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark on Tuesday called for the Police Federation, which represents rank-and-file members, to accept the $10.2 billion pay package by the end of the month and allow for discussions to continue on outstanding issues. He said a further $600 million has been offered to the Police Officers Association and another $1 billion to the District Constables Association. But according to SSP Cameron, despite the associations highlighting concerns and anomalies with the package during a meeting with the Ministry of Finance 4 weeks ago, they are yet to receive a response or callback to the table. He said this is the 5th occasion they have requested a correction to the anomalies without a response. SSP Cameron argued that the Police Officers Association and other police groups are disappointed that the Finance Minister was given the impression that they had rejected the offer. He described the comments by the Finance Minister in Parliament on Tuesday as highly deceptive and not in line with good bargaining practices. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.